sometimes when you're a black guy and you meet a Korean girl approaching, coming in your direction, she kind of panic in a way.
The traffic lights here, especially for pedestrians, take horribly long before they turn to green.
This spitting, like when people really do like and spit on the yeah, it's
So
like
gross.
Hello everyone, this is Kris. Today I'm going to be asking the foreigners who are visiting South Korea what are some of the negative things that you found as a foreigner in Korea, and considering that, how would you rate Korea as a country for a person to live in? Let's see what kind of answers we get. Where are you from and how long have you lived in Korea?
I'm from the Netherlands.
All right.
And I'm traveling Korea for 2 months in total.
I'm from France.
You're from France.
Yeah. I'm here for 2 weeks already,
All
and
right.
I'm living like in 1 month and a half.
I'm from Sweden and I have been in Korea for 13th day.
I'm from Ghana, West Africa. I've
Alright.
been in Korea for about 3 months.
We're from Germany.
All right. And how long have you been in Korea?
2 months.
What was your first impression of Korea?
Very much high tech. In Sweden, the houses look very old because
Okay.
of how the history have went, and the people here in just in Seoul, it lives as much people as it does in the whole country of Sweden.
Okay,
So it's
alright.
much like packed and
Wow.
compressed here.
Right. So there's many population here.
Yeah, of
right?
course.
Actually, I've been really impressed because I arrived in the airport where it was the 22nd century.
Okay.
Compared to Europe. It was really
Okay.
impressive, like extremely
All
modern
right.
for my eyes.
So you found the airport very interesting.
Yeah, actually,
All
yeah,
right. And what was so interesting about the airport?
it was extremely clean,
Extremely clean.
and I saw the first intelligent toilet in my life.
What was it?
the
What kind of toilet was it?
Like, you know, those toilets with all the buttons and stuff. We don't have that in
oh,
Europe.
really?
It's actually, yeah, and we talk about that a lot in Europe. Also, everything looked quite controlled.
Well, I was mostly amazed by how convenient it was as a
Okay.
foreigner to
Okay.
travel, because I really like how the public transport is just very easy to
Okay.
use and understand.
Oh,
and, yeah.
really?
Yes.
So the public transportation was easy in terms of like the apps and stuff?
I guess it's more about the subway and how easy it is to just go around the city, how
Okay.
fast it is, also the buses,
Okay.
etc. I just
Oh.
felt like it's super convenient as a foreigner, because it's always like partly translated in English as well, and I just feel like there's a lot of connections you can take.
Way back in Ghana, I met a couple of Koreans. They are very good. When I came here too, they have similar attitudes. Koreans are very, very friendly.
It felt like home somehow.
It felt like
Yeah.
home. Wow.
it was a really comfortable feeling.
Yeah.
Comfortable
Everything
feeling.
was kind of beautiful, and I heard a lot of times that people say before you come here, like everyone like kind of romanticize Korea, so you have to be
Okay.
careful that you don't get disappointed.
Okay.
But I have to say, like, you can romanticize everything here. Like,
Okay.
I felt very comfortable, and everything
Alright.
was kind of cute. So
Okay. Are there any negative things that you found about Korea or something that you found unpleasant?
we talked about it several times. It's just a tiny thing, a tiny behavior.
Yeah.
This spitting, like when people really do like. And spit on the yeah, it's
So
like so
gross.
disgusting.
Oh.
And she even has more troubles with
Yeah.
that than I have.
Physical
Like,
reaction.
yeah, like really, she gets a bit nauseous about this. Like
Oh,
I can kind of ignore it, but like we are not used to it. It's
Yeah.
really rude when you do that in Germany. Like everyone would look
Yeah.
at you.
Not so many bad things. Like I said, generally, every Korean is good. But sometimes they seem to be a bit racist. I don't know, but sometimes when you're a black guy and you meet a Korean girl approaching, coming in your direction, when she sees you and she's alone, she kind of panic in a way. Yeah, she
Stays away from you?
Yeah, she tries to use the other route. Yeah, it happens that way sometimes. But the guys, oh no, it's normal. The guys can bypass you without any panic, any fear. But the girls, when you are coming their way, they are also coming. I don't know their mindset, but they kind of panic. Sometimes even in the buses, they don't sit beside you. But it's normal. Yeah, it's okay.
So you just feel that some female Koreans are staying away from
yes,
you?
some of them. Even the guys sometimes do so. But when they know you and you are their friend, yes,
really
they are really good, and they like
Okay.
giving. Anytime they want to give, they want to help. Yes,
All right.
but apart from that, when they know you, they are very good.
I would say, as I don't speak Korean except hello and thank you. It's sometimes hard. At the beginning, it was quite hard,
All right.
and I was a bit lost with food. I don't recognize anything, because it's all different from Europe, from France. So I was quite lost at the beginning. Now it's getting much better.
All right. You thought not many people speak English?
Not so much. I knew it. I have a good Korean friend in France, and many friends of mine told me. I noticed that the young generation speaks much better English. It's actually a bit the same in France, huh?
Not really like unpleasant, but it's a huge like difference in economic lifestyle
economic.
of people. You can just go 1 kilometer one place, and it's like so different.
Okay, so you mean
Economically.
if you go to like urban areas, it's like really different.
Yeah, exactly.
So the city and the countryside is.
Yeah, exactly.
How would that feel negative to you? Unbalanced?
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
It's kind of unbalanced.
Okay, all right.
The people in the cities have so much more like opportunities. It feels like, and
I thought about this one, and I think, like, for me personally, the traffic lights here, especially for pedestrians, take horribly long before they turn to green. Yeah, it just feels like cars or traffic is so much more important than the pedestrians, and I feel
Okay.
like basically where I'm from, like, the focus is more on like making it convenient for the pedestrians and the bicycles actually to go around rather than the big traffic flow. Yeah.
Okay. So you think cars are more important than the pedestrians in the streets?
In Seoul, it feels like that. It feels like that. I feel like sometimes I have to wait minutes long to cross one road, and then if I would have to cross the other one as well, I have to wait another, I don't know, a couple minutes.
Two negative things I would say is like there's no trashes in this city. I'm really surprised. I was trying to find a trash and trying
mean a
to
trash?
find public toilets.
Okay.
That was the most negative, I would say.
All right.
Not a big not a big thing, but actually for an everyday life, I was a bit like, oh, I have no way to throw my stuff,
A small thing is when you want to cross this road, it takes forever.
Oh yes, you think like
Yeah.
we will stay here forever.
Considering all of the negative things that you've said so far, how would you rate Korea as a country to live in from 1 to 10?
From 1 to 10, Korea is one of the greatest country
Really?
in terms of ahead of them targets they want to meet. I'm a student, so I'm speaking from my perspective. Most of our academic things, like, they set up a target. Right? No, let's meet this. Then we try as much as possible to meet it. They are very disciplined, very neat, and respectful, and educated. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll say 8.
It's a bit complicated to say, and maybe it's a bit early for me.
Right.
What I notice and what I really appreciate for now, I feel extremely secure. Especially the police feel much more secure than France. Here I feel it's quite calm. I would rate maybe, I'm not objective, but I would say 7 or 8, something like
7 or
this.
8.
France, in terms of democracy. So France is behind South Korea.
Oh, you think France is behind South Korea?
Yeah. It's like I checked that recently. So in
Okay.
the international list of democracy,
Okay.
France is just behind South Korea.
Alright,
So
okay.
I think somehow it's maybe better to live here.
Right.
Maybe the behavior is really different from what I know. People maybe feel a bit more closed
Okay.
compared to Europe. I mean, the codes are quite different, so maybe it would be, for me, maybe the most complicated thing, like,
Okay.
yeah, to really get the Korean behavior. But it's also my first time in Asia. I don't want to make
Judgments.
judgment or general, it's not really nice, but I guess the codes are really different in general.
Pretty high,
Yeah.
but I haven't considered the working situation. So
Okay. But just your
just
impression. Yeah.
impression, probably a 9.
Probably 9.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah,
8.
I really would consider to live here for a while, but for now I also felt like I'm still like an outsider from like Korean society. I think it would take also my effort of learning the language and so on. So I'm not quite sure about the like international situation if you live here, but I would definitely would love to do it for a few years. Yes.
All right.
I mean, to live in, I wouldn't know because I haven't lived here. But I mean, my experience as a foreigner, as an outsider, I just really love my experience so far. I think the people are really nice. The food is amazing. As I said, it's very convenient to travel. So I just give it a 8 out of 10.
Yeah, it clearly depends on like your own economical situation.
Okay.
But if I take out the factor to live as a normal like average person here, I think it's kind of 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10?
Yeah.
All right. And why would you take away 3 points?
Because it's just how I would I kind of differentiate how I live in Sweden with like how I would live here.
All right.
And for a non-Korean speaking person, it's really hard because everything it reads in Korean and everything, and the English is a bit like the new generation of Korea learns so much more English like you do. You talk very good, and so the like elderly persons you can't understand them really.
All right.
They don't have like English in their language.